You're now listening to Wealthy Sisters Radio Show. You're now listening to Wealthy Sisters with Deborah Hartnett.
Alrighty then, let's see. A mirror necklace here is not on point.
Have you today. All right. Hello. Welcome to Wealthy Sisters Radio. I am Deborah Hartnett, and we're so excited to have you join us today. We are in for a real treat. I am not going to hold you much longer, but I must let you know what our purpose is here today and every day that we're here on Wealthy Sisters Radio with The View. First, we must make sure that we inspire, encourage, and provide you with practical knowledge that you can apply to your life right now for a positive impact on your business and in your life. And second, we must absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, today especially, promote, edify, and acknowledge our sisters who are doing big things. And today I have a sister who is one of 7 and a brother she and their family are doing some incredible things. I've had the pleasure of knowing her for a number of years. I'm actually wearing some of her designs today. So excited about it. She is none other than Miss Janice Wilbourn of the Wilbourn sisters. So hold tight. I want to let you get a visual of who she is. All right, you see that snazzy lady right there. As I said, she is one of 7 sisters and a brother. Their mother instilled in them years ago at a very, very, very young age the importance of entrepreneurship and how to sew, girl. And when I tell you one thing I love about these sisters, if you go to any event all across the country, not only are they sewing, but they know how to sell. So I'm telling you, they are going to tell you what Sister Janice is going to tell you today. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Let's see, 1 second. Let's make sure. Testing. Okay. I believe you should be able to, my mic is showing it's there. Okay, turn your volume up. If someone that's in the audience, if you can send me a chat. Let's see, I want to make sure you can hear. Can you hear me? All righty. Turn your mic up.
Let's see, private chat, sign in, log in, leave studio.
Okay, turn up. I can hear you. Let me see. Turn your volume up. Let's see, just a little technical difficulties. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Lambert. Okay, so let me call her 1 second, just a moment. She's coming back. She just went out. She's coming back, y'all. When I tell you what I was saying earlier, we waiting on Miss Janice to come back. If you've ever gone into any event, they have at every event all across the country. They have their products in stores all across the country. And there's one thing I can tell you. There she is. Let me add her back to the stream. All right, Miss Janice, can you hear me now? Let's see. Let me give her a call. It's nothing like live TV and living color. You know she must have something real powerful to say right now because, the enemy trying to act like we ain't going to be able to hear her, but we will. We will. I can hear you. I can hear you, darling. Can you turn up your volume on your computer?
Is what it is, the volume is
Let's see. Try to see if that's it, if it's muted.
Okay.
Let's see if that's it. Because we know you got something powerful to share.
Got it.
That's it. All right. So without any delay, I'm going to introduce to you again my beautiful sister, Miss Janice Wilbourn of the Wilbourn sisters, the Wilbourn family. 60 years in business, 4 generations strong.
Yes.
You all have to help me give her a round of applause. And welcome to Wealthy Sistas Radio with a View. How are you, Miss Janice?
I am extremely blessed and grateful to be here. Oh my goodness, this is like a reality, huh?
Yes, it is. I tell you what, I'm loving that background. I cannot wait to get down there to your new studio, downtown Atlanta. Well, I tell you, I was so excited when I ran into you just a few weeks back, and I should have known if anybody was going to be there, you and your sister would be representing the Wilbourn sisters and the family at the new Black Wall Street here in Atlanta.
Black Wall Street. Oh my goodness. Yes. What a beautiful place. Isn't it wonderful?
It is absolutely wonderful, you guys, and I have not talked about it yet. We do have plans to talk about the Black Wall Street. It is an incredible experience. These developers actually transformed an old Target building into this amazing, incredible mall with all types of shops, from food to designs to professional services to an event facility, lounge area, just you name it. And it's all Black Wall Street, all owned by Black business owners. So, and had the privilege of running into Miss Janice there. Hadn't seen her in a long time, and here she is on the show today. Miss Janice, what's the good word for today?
Just having the attitude of gratitude. Yes, basically when I woke up this morning, I said, okay, God, I am just so grateful to just be here, to be able to wake up and then have this opportunity. That's another great thing I'm blessed for today, being able to express who God is, being able to just be here for our ancestors, to continue the legacy, because I'm chosen. I am chosen to do this. And I'm excited. Yeah, we got so much to talk about.
Now you jumping right into it. You said you were chosen. Okay, we're not going to hold back from that.
Yeah.
What do you mean by you were chosen?
I was actually chosen in my family to do what I'm doing because I'm here in Atlanta, downtown on Peachtree Street, here representing who God is in the fashion industry. And then not only am I a fashion designer and stylist and all the wonderful things come with being a creative artist, I'm also becoming a motivational speaker, a mouthpiece of God here in the community, being able to shine as a beacon, as a light in a lot of areas. And we're here to minister to the people, whether I say something or not, whether I speak or anything, it has to be a representation of who God is in you.
That's right.
So people see God whether they see me or not.
That's right.
What he has done. And we're generations. And, and then all of the creativity, all the beauty, all the elegance, all the fabulousness. Because God is so awesome. He created all of us. Like he's telling everybody. I said, the reason we're so great is because that's who God is.
That's right. So
we're helping others to realize who they are and where God is in them, because that's where he is. And I'm just so grateful to be here to express that and to be able to share that with others so they can wake up also to their reality.
Oh, I mean, there are no words for what you just shared, sister. And you said you're becoming a motivational speaker. I just want to correct you kindly, gently, that you were already a motivational speaker. You know that. That's who you are. You do that through your designs, like I said, and it's so special that you're talking about this during the holy month of Ramadan. We just started here just a couple of days ago, and just recognizing God for who he is and taking that time to reflect, and to remember everything that we have is all through him, right? Yes. And I love the fact that you acknowledge that, in your life. And it's obvious that your mother, she didn't just teach you sewing, but it's obvious that she also taught you the importance of having that foundation of faith. Well.
Speaking of my mother, I need to get this picture. I'm gonna be right back.
She'll be right back, guys. I tell you what, we are here on Wealthy Sistas Radio with the View, with none other than Miss Janice Wilbourn, showing that beautiful picture of your mother. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Tell us about her.
Queen Mother Elizabeth, and she made her transition in 2009. She was
Oh.
82 years old, which was a wonderful age. She lived a beautiful, long life. And of course, she had 7 daughters and 1 son. And I'm the youngest girl. And my sister, which is Carolyn, you know Carolyn. She and I
Yes.
are 2 of 7. And of course, we've been business partners 41 years. And our mother trained up all of her daughters to be designers and entrepreneurs. And we've been sewing all of our lives. I've actually, I tell people all the time, I started working when I was 2 years old.
Mm.
Very young, but I was right there where my mother and sisters all were. And they had my mother always had been an entrepreneur. She was, sewing in the house and stuff. So my job, of course, was to pick up scraps and just being around them all the time in the little sewing room in there. My job was just working already. But it was fun. It was fun. So I learned to be creative. And today I clean up just like I did when I was little. I was cleaning up and tidying up, around here in the studio and being creative.
And being creative. Now, one of the things you talked about your mom, she was a seamstress,
Yes.
she's an entrepreneur. So, what did she sew for everybody who had special events? Did she
Yes.
make curtains? What
Yes.
Tell us. What did
Okay,
you?
well, first, the main scripture our mother instilled in us was to train up a child the way they should go. Habakkuk 2:2. That's the main one. No, that's not Habakkuk. That's another one. Write the vision and make it plain. That's Habakkuk.
Right.
Because that's what you have to always do too, is to write it down. And my mother did that also. She knew what she wanted us to do. So she worked as a seamstress part-time, but she did have other little jobs doing little things for people. And then she became an entrepreneur. And early on also, because she did sewing and alterations for all of her friends and co-workers. And then she actually been in business. Let me see. They've been in business over 60 years, her and my older sisters. But let me see. Their specialty was prom dresses, wedding dresses, alterations, and doing custom things like that. And Carol and I went to college. We're the 2 that went to college, and we took up business. But our trade is what we went to, we got at home.
Now, your sisters, and your moms, was that still in Jackson, Tennessee?
Yes, we're originally from Jackson, Tennessee, and that's where our family business has been housed forever, over 60 years. But now that my mother is deceased in 2009, let's see, she had 3 business partners, which was my older sisters, 3 of my older siblings. She and them had sewing and alteration business in Tennessee, where they did all of that. But recently they have retired. My older sisters has retired, and they're enjoying being at home with their own little bitty sewing sheds in their house. They have their own little private little area.
They still can't stop. They got to keep going.
Yeah, because especially one of them, she still chooses to do alterations for her special clients that still need them. But they are enjoying being free to relax now and do what they want to do. And but they're so creative, and they taught me so much. And that's what, let's see, Carol and I have been business partners 41 years, right? So we traveled all over the world. We designed over in Germany and Paris, and had so much fun being out there, being creative, free to be creative.
Free to be creative. Now, we talked about, like the show is talking about, key steps to building a business that lasts a lifetime. Okay. So we know your mother instilled in you. She taught you how to sew. She taught you all of those ins and outs, the intricate, like I can watch a YouTube video and I can stitch something, but I don't know to look out for this, because when you dip it this way, something's going to happen to the thread. All those little bitty things that I'm sure your mother instilled in you. But what are some of the key fundamentals that you would share with our audience today that talks about how they can have a lasting business? Like, we know the foundation, the faith. We talked about that's without a doubt. I know that. But what are some of the other things? Because obviously they built a reputation with the business. Yes. You and Carolyn been in business over 40 years. You've been in Macy's, all types of stores around the world. What are some of those key steps that you would share with our audience today, Janice?
Well, first of all, you got to really know who you are. And once you really, really get still and listen to the inner voice, so he can instill in you what it is and the way you should go. The Holy Spirit will lead you and guide you to do what you are created to do. Each of us are created to do something different and great. But once you be still and listen and just meditate and hear that still small voice, he will direct you. And I remember long ago when I was a child, actually, God's always been there, leading me and guiding me through my journey in business. Because we've met all nationalities. I used to speak a little German, had to speak a little this, communicate. But everybody wants the same things, basically. But the thing is, once you put that desire in you, you don't never let no one block it. And once you keep hearing that voice, you write down what God tells you to do. Like last night, I wrote a list. I wrote so many things down in my prayer. So you always keep your little ledger, keep your little notepad near your bed or near wherever you are, and just write down the things that God is speaking to you.
The thoughts,
yes. Thoughts. And the things, pay attention to your thoughts. Because thoughts are things. You know, and if you want great things to happen, you think only on good things. And towards your goals, you think about the goal and then see what break the goal down, kind of like in steps on what it takes to make that goal. And but anyway, it's just look, my body is healed in Jesus' name. Yes, my mind is stayed on thee. But anyway, stay on the word, stay in the word, so God can keep you, directed to do what he's telling you to do. And in business, study the area that you love. Study the area that you really, really need to see you being good at. It's like now I see my business going to another level. So I got to zoom in more on social media and marketing. All this time, it's like a free opportunity to be able to express who you are without having to buy commercials. Like back in the day when we couldn't get on TV like we wanted to, Right. It was so exciting. Right. But now you can create your own little bitty, miniature little commercial. Exactly.
The technology is here. Here we are today.
Yes. And it's free until you get someone that can help you to really, really make it even more fabulous for editing and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, all those types of opportunities has been great, and it has helped us to grow to this level by just being in tune with who we are.
I love it. So I love what you said. First of all, you got to know who you are. Yeah. You got to know who you are. You said you got to be still and listen to hear and ask, seek God's guidance on and direction, for where you are. And you also said, and whose you are. Right. That's right. And then you said, write it down, always write it down and pay attention to your thoughts. Yeah. Pay attention to your thoughts. And this right here stuck with me. All of them did, but I'm going to talk about this one here. Okay. If you want great things to happen, you got to talk about good things. Yeah. You got to keep good and great things on your mind.
And people in your circle. Only people that support you. Only people that want you to succeed. You're around those other people that are doing great things like you. And then you each learning from one another. And then you can go and pour that into those that not as fortunate. But they want to learn. They need us. They want to learn, so they love your energy. People ask me all the time, I just love your energy.
Yes.
I know it, girl. I tell them it's contagious.
Yes.
You know somebody? Because the thing is, once you get excited, you got to stay excited. So you see, that's what it is. It's always going to elevate. And just like, and the thing you think about, you bring about. And so like I was saying, like here in the studio, oh my goodness, girl, in the studio, it is at least 4 different businesses represented in here. I'm sitting here now in the Legacy Lounge. I created this area because my space was so big. My space downtown Atlanta on Peachtree Street used to be a ice cream shop. I'm in the Residence Inn Marriott on Peachtree, right in the forefront of the hotel here. I'm on 2 corners. This is William Street to my left, Peachtree on the main street out here. Girl, and this is a blessing. And, my store windows were even broken during the protesting of George Floyd. So another spiritual journey. That's another spiritual door that I was able to
Yes.
go through without
Yes.
stopping. So it's so much going on, but all those videos are on my website. You can see those, all the experiences that we've had in the past, whether it was fashion shows, all kind of documentaries and things. But that chance when we was, that's when God really, really showed me, when I was able to stand firm on what he already is doing, when that window over there got broke. And I was in here that night when it happened. I was standing right here on the floor right here when those two front windows were broken on Peachtree. Someone threw the rocks through the window and all the glass fell, and that just like scared me to death. Like, oh my goodness.
Wow.
Said, okay, just be still, get your telephone, get out of the way, go to the basement and get out of the way. So after about 30 minutes, I called the police and they came. And about 30 minutes later, I tipped back upstairs to see the police.
Yeah.
Nobody came in the store at all. They just broke the window.
Just broke the window. That is beautiful. That's a blessing. Yes.
Just wide open. You could climb through the window, come in, and do whatever you want. But God always has his angels
all around protecting you. Yes.
Yeah, because we're mouthpieces for God. We're not for anyone else but for God.
That's right. That's right. So that, I mean, for you just joining us, we're here with none other than Miss Janice Wilbourn of the Wilbourn Sisters, the Wilbourn family. I just want to take a short info break just so that you can know when we talk about building relationships that Miss Janice is talking about, the importance of knowing who you are. Well, I want you to know that not only did I see her at the Black Wall Street, ran into her, was excited to see her, but there is something called Black USA News, and you guys got to know about it. My brother, Danny Morton Glover out of Baltimore, created this incredible platform, and we are there every Tuesday at 1 p.m. That's right. You can find us there. And on blackusa.news, there's all types of shows dealing in finances, all to health, politics, everything you can think about that is important to our community. Tips, steps on things that we need to be aware of. Check us out at blackusa.news. Now, Miss Janice, what a blessing how God protected you from all of that. When Floyd, when they were protesting, and you said so many things. You said the thing you think about, you bring it about, and that's when you started to talk about that there are 4 different businesses. Because that's one thing about entrepreneurship. God has always given us ideas, and for myself, I learned that. Now, the ideas are going to keep coming because that's who we are as entrepreneurs. Yes. But there's a certain thing called divine timing and when to execute. And so those are some of the things I had to learn, like when to execute things. If I hear it, I want to do it right now. But it's not always right now. But talk to us about the 4 different businesses that you have within your studio there on Peachtree Street.
Okay, well, first of all, our boutique started out being just the boutique, just a beautiful place to house our clothing where we could sell directly to the people coming back and forth. And we're in a tourist area, so there's a lot of tourists all the time. And then also working 9 to 5 people in the buildings around us here. Yeah, and the students. We're right on Georgia State campus, right in the heart of it all. So it's always a lot of walking traffic inside. Okay, so of course it started out retail. And actually, the way we got down here was the AKA convention in 2016. Look, we came down for a 2-week pop-up shop. And, look, here we are, 6 years later.
Wow.
Because it was such a wonderful opportunity. It was so beautiful. And then also we wanted to be downtown, so guys, go downtown if you want to be down there. So
right.
We found this perfect place and decided to stay. And it happened to be an ice cream shop. So, of course, it had a bar on one side with the kitchen area and everything in the back. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, of course, one day I had all the boutique all the way across. And then it dawned on me that I had the bar over there. I said, Need to put tables and chairs over in the bar area and make it a cute little kind of little restaurant kind of like setting. Really, really fancy. Let me see. I can change our backdrop. I'm gonna show you the backdrop. It's different.
Oh, wow.
See, this area right here is actually the Legacy Lounge.
Nice. That is incredible.
Tables and chairs and everything.
Look at that space.
Yes. So up here it's almost about 3,000 square feet.
That was a huge ice cream shop.
Yeah, so I've changed this whole little area into a little sitting area, and I also teach. On this side, okay, now on this side now, it's not only just the Legacy Lounge, it is also a studio where I teach. I teach on this side. It's more the educational side.
Okay.
Here's the educational side. I teach sewing classes.
Okay.
I started out teaching sewing classes, but now I actually teach sewing classes at Georgia State.
Yes.
Yes.
Outstanding.
So another thing I got to share with you, because I inspired my intern student to start her own program at Georgia State. See, and by teaching sewing classes in here, that's where I started. And of course, she was learning retail and everything. So I told her, well, since they don't have sewing over at Georgia State, how about if you create your own?
Yes.
Your own sewing program there, and I will be your first teacher.
Yes.
She was my intern 3 years ago. She transferred from SCAD to Georgia State, so she studied business. I told her, you just study business, finance, marketing, study everything you need to learn. But start your own. If they don't have it, you start it. So
you started.
She did it. Lord have mercy, God. She started her own sewing program, and Lord have mercy.
Look at that. She
started her own sewing program, and now I am the Professor Janice Wilbourn at Georgia State. And what I do, I teach basic sewing to the younger generation, because it's all about the trade. Basically.
That's right. That's right.
I want them to learn the skill of sewing, because they don't have it in schools nowadays. Like that.
That's right. You know? Yes.
So, and that was the commitment that I made. So the thing is, since we did that, look, I'm over in the boutique side now. Look.
Yeah, so we're seeing all of that. You not only do you have your beautiful designs, your clothing, but you have accessories. I can see in the background there.
Here with all of our fabulous dresses.
Yes.
A wonderful jewelry area here with all the showcase of the jewelry. We're rearranging and restaging also for spring and summer. New season. Now, this picture in the background, I'm trying to find my family.
Oh, I see that, the sisters.
Yeah, that's the family's portrait there. And so that's all 7 sisters up on that painting. That's a local artist out of Houston.
Beautiful.
But, the good thing about it, it's all about retail. It's all about business. It's all about marketing. It's all about being free to be creative, because we design and manufacture our own clothing.
Yes.
To women all over the world. We specialize in red carpet events. I actually did a wedding over the weekend. First, the mother of the bride did the mother of the bride's dress. And we're doing hats and things. We're bringing in hats. I know it, girl. So I'm gonna get you ready for the summer.
Listen. Did you? I don't think you heard me in the beginning, because we were having a little technical difficulties. See what I want people to get right now, the audience, which is so key, is you're talking about the arts. You are very creative. You're very creative.
Thank you.
And it shows. I mean, like, again, I am wearing one of your designs.
I see, it's beautiful.
Yes. So. Very, very creative. Yes. But guess what? What I said earlier, not only can these sisters sew, they can sell.
Oh my goodness.
And so people, if they didn't catch how you were able to get up and show the store, see, I want to run down there right now. I want to close this out and just go get in my car and get to Peachtree Street right away. I know everybody watching. Give them your address where you are.
That's why I've got to make my studio virtual on my website.
Yes.
Clothes, click it, put it in your bag.
Put it in the bag.
In the shopping cart. The website is Wilbourn Sisters. Let's see, www.wilbournsistersdesigns.com.
Yes, yes. And then tell us your physical address, because there's some people that's coming to Atlanta, and some people that live in Atlanta, and they heard you say Residence Inn, William Street, Peachtree.
134 Peachtree Street, Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30303.
I love it.
Once again, we're at the Residence Inn Marriott, directly in front of Georgia Pacific. Ritz-Carlton in the heart of downtown. So yeah, but definitely we're in a wonderful place. I just love it. And that's another thing. You have to be grateful.
Yes.
Have the attitude of gratitude. Don't take anything for granted. Don't act like you just supposed to be wherever.
Yes.
And then too, it's so many blessings that comes with being here. It's like we're an icon now.
Yeah.
Area, because we've been here so long, and a lot of people love us being here. They love the idea we're still here. And then also people helped when the windows did get broken. People really embraced us even more. And when the windows were broken, we left them down for a year. We put boards up and had murals, professional murals painted.
Oh, that was very smart. Just to kind of let everything die down.
And look, the thing is, when the opportunity came for us to get even more in tune within, when the windows was broken, the windows were closed. The boards were on our windows, but we didn't close. We didn't stop the business at all. We just that was an opportunity to go within and be still more and get more focused. I wasn't seeing people every day walking back and forth past the windows, and but I continued to be in business inside and staying in here, but going within me, finding where I wanted to go with business.
And your energy is we already said how, your energy is contagious, and people can, I'm sure, get the idea that you are, never had a dull or never had any down parts of your life. Everything has been perfect with your business. Wow. Everything has worked, because she's Janice. She's the youngest of all this. She's got it all.
There's a lot of work. So the thing is, much is required. So that's you have to always stay true to who you are. Don't try to be no more than who you are. I stay within my means. I ain't trying to be all over the place and be everywhere in this business, because it's not going to be my God. Right. That's the thing. I don't worship it. Right. I love my job. I work for God. Right. As an artist, as a mouthpiece, I work for God to be able to make sure others know who He is, where He is, and all of that. And then how to look on the red carpet, how to go where you're going. Because beauty starts within. Then I'll help you putting on stuff. I'll help you put on some cute little outfits and things, hats, jewelry, whatever. But the main thing is the beauty starts within. And then if you're expressing that, it's going to unfold on the outside. Yes. To look good. Like you're sitting there looking fabulous and royalty like that. Yeah, you're cloaked in the spirit. In
your design. That's right.
So I'm this new, what God is speaking to me now, which is what we're going to launch with our collection. You're cloaked in the spirit. And you're touching the hems of His garments. When you wear our things, it's a spiritual journey. And we need it in this time. We need to let others know that is what it is. We've got to put God in it no matter where we are. We got to pray more. We got to thank God more. And just be in the presence of God at all times.
You know what? I love it. And it's my sister, Venetia Boyd. So happy to have you join us today on the show. Thank you for watching us, Venetia. She is also a creative spirit. She's a photographer, and she took pictures for us with the Winter Summit conference we had. And she also does graphic art designs. It's a number and an interior designer. So, like spirits, spirits there. But, I love the fact that when we were talking about when you did experience just a ebb, where they came and bust the window out, but even still, what I want people to understand is your attitude and your spirit of gratitude. You can't even, your mind is so programmed You can't even go into all the intricate details of when your business or what the challenges you face, because you programmed yourself so much through God, through gratitude. I want people to see that, because I asked you, I said, can you tell us some of the other things, like when you experienced, people would never think that you experienced anything bad in your life, but I know that you have, but you don't give it much credit, you don't give it much attention, because you're laser focused on your goal.
But guess what God showed me too?
What's
by
that?
that being, by those windows being broken, breaking into the next chapter. It was like a window of opportunity. I was able to be I was on CNN, CBS, I was on all the networks, Fox TV, Channel News. I was interviewed by the masses up in New York in Good Morning Show. I'm up there on the screen talking for Black businesses, talking for business. I was a mouthpiece at that time. Oh my God. I'm over here and because when it happened, girl, I fell to the floor. I got down out of the way. I grabbed my telephone and ran to the basement. Said, gosh. But that was the most traumatic feeling. But God said, just get your phone and go downstairs.
Yes.
Just get out of the way and all this material stuff. So that's what I said online. What I said that morning on my interview. I had an 8:30 interview with the masses. That man was up on the news. I don't know what his name was, but he was from CNBC. Janice Wilbourn, da 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 da. I said, I am on the world news. But look, that was a window of opportunity. I saw it. I saw it as a breakthrough. It was like a breakthrough. God didn't allow it to be so traumatic where I would have just like passed out or nothing, because a lot of stores, they did go in stores up in Buckhead and just tore them up and grabbed all kind of things. But then too, I said, it pays to have some people don't really, really like. My things are different. I don't have Gucci and all those. I have well-worn design.
Well, see, let me say it like this. They were just ignorant to the true value of what was there.
Yeah, but God
because
yes. I'm not gonna let them come in.
Yes.
It was really interesting that night, actually 11:30 that night.
Wow.
March 30th, 11:30. I never forget those dates. But anyway, I'm over there in the big giant picture window right there on Peachtree Street. The big window broke out. All the glass on the ground. I'm standing there on the inside, and on the outside, it was Fox 5 News and Channel 2 News. Both of them out there interviewing me at the same time. I was on the 11 o'clock news that night, live.
Wow. Look at that.
Standing in the window, girl. Standing in the window looking all fine. But anyway, girl, I just saw it as an opportunity to just let God shine.
Yeah.
He told me, he said, don't worry about it, sweet. I got you. Don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. I got you.
Well, I tell you, Venetia says she is also a seamstress too, and she's definitely coming to your shop when she comes to Atlanta. She's in the Maryland area. Yeah.
Okay, well, we do need seamstresses. We need people that want to instill in the young people's lives. Because over at Georgia State, like I'm teaching, the name of our program is Sew with Self. Sew with Self. Sewing. It's a sewing academy at Georgia State. It's my student. It's like we're like an incubator right now. We're creating this program that we could get in the school. Right now, it's we're working on it to get accredited and everything, so the young people can take it as a credit. But the thing is, we do need seamstresses. We need other mature people that already know the trade, so we can teach it to the young people.
And they can go to your website there and reach out to you.
Yes, go to my website, and also the name of the website for the school is sewwithself.com. That's sewwithself.com. Okay, let me. WITHSELF. And SELF stands for Students Expressing Life Through Fashion.
Oh, I love it. Sew with Self. Is that right? That's it? All right.
Yes.
Students Expressing Love. What'd you say? Life.
SELF, Self. Students Expressing Life Through Fashion.
Through fashion. I love it.
That can't afford to go to those expensive colleges, like SCAD, FIT, and Parsons and schools like that. We're starting our own academy.
That's so, well, I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I mean, Georgia State is my alma mater, so that definitely can use that. As you mentioned, that's one of the things that we can talk about. I know it's affecting every industry, especially when we start talking about trade. Like the things like home economics, like you said, is not in schools anymore, and construction. Yeah. My husband's in the construction industry. I mean, it's always a challenge in trying to get resources, because when they had that shift of shifting everything overseas. And outsourcing everything, and taking all of the skills out of the schools. Now we're in a time where we don't have the labor force, for not just because of the pandemic, but this was happening already because it was in the makes. Right. You're not training, you're not building up, so it's going to be a window of time that you're not going to have it, and that's what we're experiencing now. So I'm happy to see that you have this movement, and just to let you know, I have to put a plug out for mid-tier advocacy. Go to midtier.org. Okay. Midtier.org. There's a lot of great information. I'm going to put the website here, midtier.org. It's an organization that I'm a part of for those who do government contracting. And we just had a webinar with all of these top officials from government. Okay. And my point is, there's money out here, okay? There's money out here that you want to investigate for what you're doing, resources, and the federal government is sending the money to the states for training programs. Oh. Right, so that ties in what you're doing there at the Georgia State. Yes. Training programs to build back up our workforce, right? To build back up and that, so definitely want you to check that out. Those of you who are on, if you look at other opportunities around that, because there is going to be some real opportunities now, with that. And I want to just take just another quick info break as we're here with our sister, Miss Janice Wilbourn, one of the wealthy sisters. Want everybody to know about this book right here. You know what? I tell you, this is what they call your baby. This is definitely my baby. Wealthy Sisters, I want you to check it out.
Get your copy today of Wealthy Sisters, Powerful Personal Stories Proving You Can Do It Too. Available on Amazon.
That's right. These are stories of beautiful sisters, like you see Miss Janice there. Wealthy Sisters. You could get it on Amazon. These are powerful stories. See, it's important what we're talking about today, Miss Janice. It's important for people to know that you and your sisters, your family exists. Because as we talked about today, all we hear about, like, for example, I was talking to a sister, and I can't wait to have her on the show. She's coming on, I think, the end of April. But she had this video. There's this video that was going around talking about Women's History Month, and it was referring to African American women. It was all beautiful sisters there, African American sisters. But guess what? All the sisters, you know what the trade was, all the skill set represented. Every time you see any Black history, or you see, all you ever see are entertainers. Singers, okay, singers, maybe some athletes and actresses. Those are what the media of choice continues to promote and represent Black women. And I love my sisters. I'm fans, of several sisters, celebrities. But I am here with Wealthy Sisters in a book like this and this show to show our children, our little girls and sons, that we are multi-dimensional.
Yes, yes, yes.
We are not in a box, and we can do more than sing and act and dance and throw balls, which is nothing wrong with that, but there is more.
So much more.
So much more. And so you can read that in this book. You continue to join us here on Wealthy Sisters Radio with a View. You continue to subscribe to us. Tell people about us, because this is the platform that we are showcasing beautiful sisters that can be examples and role models for your daughters and your sons. So, Miss Janice, we're talking about the manufacturing piece, because the jobs going back. A lot of people, we find work from overseas, but you and your sisters, you manufacture your own designs.
Yes.
Tell us how you came upon that decision to do that when most of everybody is going over to Asia, and other places to do manufacturing.
Okay, well, that's one thing we always stress, even to our younger designers and everything. They want to learn to be able to create and manufacture your own. That's why it's important to learn the skills, so you can make your own things. And that's what we've been doing all of our life, really. We've made all of our things. We've had something manufactured one time and we shipped it out. But it wasn't a good experience, because once it got back, it wasn't perfect.
It wasn't what you wanted.
We had to redo a lot of it and re-sew it, and we paid for it, but we had to cut it and redo it and all that stuff. But anyway, my sister has been, Carolyn, she is the sewing machine herself, girl. She is the manufacturer out in Los Angeles. And she actually has a few ladies that come and sew with her sometime. But she actually does all the cutting and sewing out there in LA herself, because she loves it. And each piece is basically original, so because we make them ourselves and we get to touch all of them, but the good thing about it is we definitely want to teach, so we won't have to make everything ourselves. That's why we want to make sure everybody know how to do it. And as soon as our students learn, we'll hire them.
You'll hire them. So you're building your workforce.
Yeah, we're building our workforce. So as soon as they learn, they can become entrepreneurs immediately, because they learn the skill and the trade, so they can make their own things. But at the same time, they can help us to produce what we are all going to want. Not just Wilbourn Sisters Designs, but also their line. Whatever they want, we can help them produce it. We can produce it as a team, instead of us sending it, them trying to find a seamstress. Because it's hard to find a good seamstress. It's like pulling teeth. He's like, what? People come to me all the time and ask me, do I make other people's clothes? So we got to get there. I tell them, we got to train our seamstresses first, because people do need manufacturing.
Right.
People want people to help make their things, but that's why I always recommend the young student, whoever's learning, you need to learn how to sew so you can make your own sample. And then if you want to, you can start mass producing your pieces.
Yes.
Until
yourself.
You can afford to pay someone to make them in bulk.
Now, how do you all come about the designs? Is it something you get inspired, it hits you, you start sketching, then you send it to Carolyn in LA and tell her to go to work, and how does that exchange work?
Anything.
That's like a pianist that can just play by ear. You just got it like that.
The vision. God gives us the vision. God, especially my sister. She is a designer from the heart. I told her I'm giving her. She is God. God is the creator of all things. And but the main thing is also, she says, what really inspires her is the fabric. The fabric makes a difference. Whatever piece of fabric you choose, you can kind of tell what you want to make out of it. And see, the thing is, all of our clothes are versatile. Most of them are made of knits, real nice slinky knits. We do a lot of wrap dresses, wrap tops. Like for instance, this top that I've got on.
Like this wrap dress that never wrinkles.
Wrap dress, and I
never
got
wrinkles.
Top. Wrap dress can be worn 1,000 ways, at least about 1,000 ways. This wrap top right here. See, all of our clothes are wraps.
Yes.
You can wrap them on.
Go ahead.
You can make it a dress if you choose to.
Yes.
You know, over leggings or a top or whatever. But the thing
Yes.
about all of our pieces, see, the fabric inspires you to make what you want.
Yes.
You know, it just depends on what you're gonna do and what you need to do. And if you're doing something evening wear, of course, you get the right fabric. You get the right fabric that will make your evening dress. I got stuff. Okay, but look, the thing about our clothes, they're versatile, so you can take them and put them upside down.
Look at that.
And the thing about them, they're versatile. They fit all sizes, and so they're slinky knits. And so most of the wrap dresses are made of this kind of fabric. Wrap dresses, wrap tops, wrap pants, wrap anything. You can do a hood. You can even make a mask with the top.
Yeah.
And wear it off the shoulder. I know, man. That's the thing about it.
The Sew and Selling Janice Wilbourn here on Wealthy Sisters Radio with a View.
But the thing is, too, you gotta love what you do.
Yes.
Love what you do, but as far as the fabric, that's where the designs and the creativity come. God puts in us so many gifts, and when you really use that one gift, He's gonna multiply it, and He see how much fun we have doing what we do, so He multiplies it, and that's why we have so many ideas. Everything is free size basically, so it's easier. We don't do suits. See, when we lived in Germany and in Paris, we did all couture. We were more tailored. We were doing all that European dressing, suits and dresses with buttons and pockets and zippers and things. Girl, when we moved back to the States, we don't do pockets, we don't do zippers, we don't do none of that. And now we're putting the pockets again in our things that's loose, but not them wet pockets, them real tight.
Right.
But it's good to learn those things. So now I'm gonna teach all of that in the class, how to put zippers in and those things, buttonholes and all that stuff. But it's all about freedom dressing. And that's when we move back to the States, we become more free to be who we are. We're more creative because you're free. When you're free, you can do it. When
you can do
free, it. You got to stay in that box. You know, because when we lived over in Europe, this German lady hired my sister and I as her designers. Met her on a Friday and went in business on a Monday, girl. Literally. She put us in business overnight. We lived in the big fancy penthouses, worked downstairs on the street level in the big fabulous white marble building, girl. Oh my goodness. She put together everything in a matter of minutes. When she met us, she said, there they are. Those are my designers. She said she sent her daughter to FIT and she can do nothing with fashion. So she always had wanted someone like us. She wanted her daughter to be like us. But so she hired us immediately and put us in the fabulousness, girl. We lived so luxury. And but we designed for all wealthy European people. But girl, we couldn't do nothing like we wanted to because we had to make all of them suits and buttons and things. But the good thing about it, she had to hire European ladies to help us.
Yes.
They did all the tailoring, did all that buttonholes. Girl, them buttonholes was $100 each. To put a button on the suit, it was $100. And look, the thing is, what Carol and I learned too was quality. Quality, girl. Because our suits, by the time we finished, they were $2,000.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
I was going to say, when was that? That was in the 80s, man.
In the 80s, 85, 86, 7. And look, she had a sheet. That's one thing we learned too, quality. She had a sheet for each item that we designed. We made everything in her store like we do here. We had Schneiderings, which are seamstresses in German. We had women, professional tailors to help us to do it, to bring it to be what we want.
To life, right.
Yeah, we did all tailored, really nice, exclusive stuff. I'm going to share with you one day. All of that's going to be in our books and all that in our documentary kind of things. But she had a sheet itemized for each individual thing it took to make this top. Let's say this top. She had the lights involved, the electricity, and the price.
Yes.
The price.
Yes.
Everything was itemized in the price.
Yes.
And at the end, it was the total. This top would probably be about $350. Piece. But them women would pay for it, honey. She did not joke. And that's what we learned about business. See, they're more about quality. They're not about quantity. And each piece, what you make, got to be perfect. Can't be selling nothing half-made, you know. That's why I stress to my students too. You got to learn the trade good enough where it look good as soon as you finish. If it's not looking good as you're making it, you don't need to continue.
You don't
make it.
That's take the signs.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. And if it's crooked lines, take them out before you keep going. Because a lot of people will finish something, you want to throw it away when you finish.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Everything I want to learn how to sew. That's on my bucket list.
You're gonna learn. And learn.
And because especially today, it's like everything. I want to make furniture. You know, I want to make this dining room table because
you can too.
You can, and I believe I can.
You've seen people do all types of
right. And it's just that the quality that people when we started shipping everything overseas, it's just like that quality is just not. It's not there, and it's like it's acceptable. It's acceptable now to get merchandise with threads. I don't care the name, but I don't care who it is, because you know that it's just so yeah.
Those dresses online, they be so cute and cheap. They cute.
Yeah.
Now the designers are doing some serious design,
but the quality
manufacturing is quality one-time wears.
Yes, one time wash it and it tears up.
Yeah, my designs, like you've probably been having your dress a very long time.
Oh, I'm telling you, I've had this book. I mean, this dress and my other one. I'm telling you, I must have got that in 2011. I want to say 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
I wash it delicate and hang it. I've never put it in the dryer.
And that's what
and hang it. Yeah. I mean, and you, like you say, I've worn it different type of ways. I've got the other one I have. I actually got three of yours.
And they
so
still fit you nice.
Still, I mean, the quality, the seams, no threads hanging, nothing. I've not cut one string off.
Yes. Thank you so much. And ladies come to us all the time saying they've been loving their pieces. That's the thing too. We like to always stress to people that are in business is customer service. Your customer service goes a long way. That's what our mother instilled in us also. It's, quality. Your name will last if you keep on. You got to remember that customer service. People love you and they'll keep coming back to you.
Wow. Well, this has been so much fun.
We're gonna do it again.
Yes, and we shall. You just tell me when you're ready, and you always have a seat right here. We definitely want to see more, of you. More. We got to get Carolyn on. Have both of y'all on there. I don't know if I could handle it with both of you guys. All of that energy.
You need to interview Carolyn separate. She's in DC right now.
Oh, she's in DC right now.
Yes, she came in from Los Angeles, and then we're at this gallery at the National Harbor in Washington.
Oh yeah, I know exactly where she is. I got friends. Every time I go, I stay right down there with them. So for sure, that's a beautiful place, beautiful area. Oh my gosh, yeah. So that's great. I have to definitely have her on, and so that she can show the shop there as well.
She called me while I was on the phone earlier. She's in She's in Los Angeles. Beautiful location in LA.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where are you all in LA? Give them the address in LA.
She's at West Slauson, 4675 West Slauson Avenue in Culver City.
Culver City. Okay.
Culver City, right there.
And you all got a pop up in the national in the harbor. In the National Harbor?
At this art gallery called the Art Station at the National Harbor in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Okay.
We also have a pop-up at New Black Wall Street in Stonecrest, Georgia. And, of course, downtown Atlanta at 134 Peachtree Street on Peachtree, right downtown Atlanta. Yeah, and then to my number, if anyone want to reach me out there, it's 770-634-3494. I do private little FaceTime shopping with clients if you don't want to come downtown, or you can go directly to the website and, see what's there. But we're always adding new inventory all the time. But my services, I'm here for you all if you need me for anything.
And that's 770-634-3494. Miss Janice Wilbourn.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
So much. You're beautiful. I want you to come here and film one day.
Yes, I am. I am. That's it. Inshallah, God willing, that is a done deal. Yes, yes, indeed.
I love you, sweetie.
Love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, indeed. And you guys, if you just tuned in, you have to go back, catch the beginning of the show. Want to remind you to please like, subscribe, and share Wealthy Sisters Radio with a view. You can go to wealthysisters.com, you can go to Wealthy Sisters TV, or you can go to Wealthy Sisters Radio. But we want to make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. And please join us next week. Next week, join us, and we have another designer from the African Textile Museum, none other than Queen Anifa. She's also at the Black Wall Street there. I know Miss Janice knows her. She's coming on, and when I tell you it's going to be an incredible show, I can't imagine it could be any more incredible than today's show. But I tell you, this sister has traveled all over the world, and she's created a museum, and her designs of all the different types of, from mud cloth to kente cloth, and all the things she's made straight from the earth. So you've got to tune in next week to hear from Queen Anifa. And again, this has been Deborah Hartnett with Wealthy Sisters Radio with a View. Thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you and yours the best of everything great. Bye now.
This has been another episode of Wealthy Sisters Radio. Thank you for joining us. Catch the full hour encore Thursdays 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern and 24/7 at wealthysistersradio.com. The opinions of our guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions of our hosts, staff, or partners of Wealthy Sisters Radio.